Every time you swallow, your digestive system powers up, acting as a massive verification center, processing the exact chemical reality of every bite you take. Picture the brightly wrapped protein bars and wellness shakes you might eat. They arrive at this facility's gates, flashing colorful labels like zero sugar and high protein. But that packaging is just a public identity. To the trillions of microscopic workers stationed along your gut wall, the glossy marketing on the outside does not exist. As food enters the processing sector, the system peeling away the exterior, the perfectly smooth shape dissolves, exposing the chaotic, raw chemical structures hiding underneath. This raw chemistry is the food's true biological identity. In the modern world, this identity often contains synthetic structures that our internal scanners were never designed to process. To understand what supports your health, we have to bypass the front label promises. We have to look at exactly how these synthetic molecules physically collide with your internal security infrastructure. The facility's first line of defense is a thick, protective gel blanket called the mucus layer. It safely separates the busy microbial workforce inside your gut from your delicate human cells. When a creamy, processed wellness shake enters this checkpoint, its biological identity reveals a hidden problem. It contains chemical mixers called emulsifiers, designed to keep the drink from separating. This diagram shows what those mixers actually do in the gut. They act exactly like liquid detergents. As they wash over the area, they violently dissolve your protective mucus barrier. With the barrier washed away, the free-floating gut bacteria drift downward. They slip through the new gaps and make direct physical contact with your exposed intestinal walls. That touch is a massive security breach. The physical contact triggers cellular alarm sensors, specifically the TLR4 alarm, violently alerting your immune system to an invasion. This continuous state of triggered alarms creates low-grade intestinal inflammation. It reveals how a common chemical mixer can compromise the security of your biological border wall, turning a protective barrier into a source of chronic irritation. Moving deeper, we reach the transport sector. This is where safe, verified nutrients are pulled through specific gateways into your bloodstream. Consider a highly concentrated green juice. Because the natural plant fibers have been mechanically stripped away, the liquid doesn't arrive slowly. It hits the transport gates as a massive, instantaneous wave of pure fruit sugar, biologically known as concentrated fructose. Look at the transport channels here. This sudden, overwhelming volume of sugar completely jams the entrances, causing a severe biological bottleneck. This bottleneck leaves vast amounts of unabsorbed fruit sugar stranded inside your digestive tract. Hungry, local bacteria rapidly ferment it, producing large, expanding clouds of trapped, painful gas. A similar failure happens with keto treats sweetened with heavy sugar alcohols. Your body completely lacks the specific transport gates needed to process these engineered molecules. Because there are no dedicated gates, they rely on passive diffusion. As these heavy sugar replacers drift, they trigger an osmotic effect. They act like sponges, forcefully pulling massive amounts of water from your intestinal walls and swelling the entire conduit. By manipulating foods for zero-calorie sweetness, we overload our natural transport infrastructure. The result is painful physical swelling, triggers rapid fermentation, and systemic digestive distress. Down in the deep processing center, microscopic workers attempt to break down a low-carb, high-fiber snack. But the biological identity of this snack is incredibly confusing. This combination triggers a chaotic reaction. The chemical preservatives actively suppress and destroy the helpful anti-inflammatory bacteria in your workforce. As those helpful workers die off, aggressive, pro-inflammatory microbes rapidly multiply to take over the empty space left behind in the facility. Injecting isolated synthetic ingredients to fake a healthy label alters the balance of your gut ecosystem, favoring chaotic damage over harmonious defense. But the system isn't designed to fail. Watch what happens when a simple, whole food, like a raw apple, enters the verification center. The apple presents no confusing chemical documents. Its public identity matches its biological identity perfectly. The journey is flawless. The intact natural fibers gently pass the mucus wall without breaking it. The natural sugars are absorbed slowly and efficiently through the gateways, and the microbial workforce thrives on the clean nutrients. Your internal verification system functions most efficiently when provided with an honest, recognizable biological identity that matches the natural infrastructure of the human gut. When we choose whole, unmanipulated foods, our internal verification system stops fighting the chaos. It simply operates exactly as designed, in calm, perfectly balanced harmony.